Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to what could be Navi's last game of WEC. They trail 0-1 in the best of three. They're in the lower bracket, and if they lose this one, they're going home. EG have a shot to take this 2-0. Should they fail to do so, we go to a deciding game 3. I'm LD of Beyond the Summit, and with Winter by my side, he's made it into the lobby for game 2. We hop into the draft. The game's ready, and away we go. Hey, buddy.
I saw the first game faces Void DP.
Man, that was an outplay. That was not an outdraft.
Faces Void DP plus the they were all like having something in common, all physical damage. I was thinking like Omni would be good versus those three.
I don't think the draft was the issue, Winter. Like, they took a lot of really bad fights.
Oh no, I'm just saying Omni would be good against that draft.
Oh yeah. Omni would have been good that game, I think, but you say that and then maybe we see the Diffusal Blade.
It's okay, you get refresher. I tried it yesterday.
Oh yeah. your 4 position Omni getting refresher is
No,
really...
it's a tree.
Okay. Yeah, you can play the
upgrade.
offlane Omni, that's true.
But the last game was like pretty nice for the Tinker. He can move around on the map so easily because of the stuff that's everywhere. The birds and the hawk, the familiars, the treants. It's so fun to play Tinker in that game.
Yeah, I really felt like Navi just didn't pick fights at the right times. Like that Roche fight they tried to go for was, they could have just had Funnick split pushing top and, you know, basically given up the Roche but gotten something in return instead of fighting directly into EG's greatest strength, which is when you try to group up in a congested area. And, well,
Yeah,
EG punished them for that.
But one thing I'm not sure about is like the Prophet's item build the last game. I don't know if Blade Mail was the best choice. So I was thinking he would go for more speed push orientated type of items, but this game EG has the Prophet. It's gonna be a Whiz as well on Navi. Oh,
yeah, the
faces Void and Whiz.
You know, the new style of Prophet is really gonna make life hard for this Wisp. Like with all the phase boots and the early null talismans, if EG do the same thing with theirs, that's like 4 or 5 auto attacks to kill the Wisp, if that.
Yeah, plus the Wrath of Nature, probably. Yeah, 4 hits. 4 or 5 hits. But you're not supposed to be able to target the Whiz so easily as Prophet though.
That's true, and you do have to worry about the Void jumping on you. But yeah, what do you think Navi's gonna do from here? They've got their supports most likely picked up. Again, I have seen Denny play a little Skywrath, but I imagine.
Oh yeah, they are gonna do. Every time they do this, they are doing Skywrath as a core. I remember.
You think
IO
so?
and Skywrath. Yeah, I remember them doing it a few times. IO plus Skywrath, and they do some dual lane IO Skywrath mid. You can pressure the opponent's soul mid so much just because from the tether move speed and the mana regen for Skywrath and everything.
Yeah, that's true. And the one thing that you always want to look for when you have a Wisp is you really want to have a hero that uses the additional mana well, and Skywrath is one of the best for that. So that's in that sense a really strong combo.
Yeah, and the tether plus his 325 base move speed means he's so quick at level 1.
EG will pick up the Naga, so the Arteezy Naga makes its return.
Yeah, they do this a lot against the enemy Void, just to counteract the Chronosphere with the song.
Good versus Wisp as well. You relocate in, and then she just songs instantly, and ganks over.
Yeah, it's very good versus these 2 heroes in particular, but laning the Naga versus the Skywrath, I mean, Skywrath does quite well against Naga Siren with the nuke.
Yeah.
But they might actually put the Naga on safe lane like we saw, I think in the first series today, where when Naga doesn't get a favorable lane, they just put the Naga on the safe lane. But Navi's just gonna go for Tony and Void together.
So I guess it is. Yeah, that's greedy. But yeah, I guess it is a support Skywrath. So at this point anyway.
Yeah, it's probably like dual lane middle, IO tiny, Void offlane. Skywrath would be with someone that can start the ganks, or they actually can use the Void to start the ganks, but someone that doesn't require so much farm.
Yeah, I agree with that. Someone who's a bit more farm independent.
Wraith King maybe?
Yeah, I was thinking Wraith King too, but it's a little. I feel like these Navi, like he could get kited pretty easily this game, and I guess as long as he has a blink, that's really all he needs.
It's gonna be a Havos hero, I think, because Void is funny.
You know, the Venge maybe for Havos. Like he builds it like a tank.
Yeah,
it's
not
an
that bad
initiator.
though. But if you're gonna use Venge as a tank, why not you use Wraith King as a tank?
That's
Feel
true.
that way.
Well, she gives you a better Roshan attempt, a little more pushing power, but yeah, that's a fair point. You do have 2 melee heroes who could use lifesteal, so probably would be better to go for the Wraith King.
But I think there They just need like a range call so someone can hit outside the chrono. Tiny is not gonna hit with the chrono. It's very rare that unless he positions it so well that the chrono is on the side and the Tiny can hit from just at the edge of the chronosphere.
But
It's
by the
very
way,
unlikely.
Winter, your mic is once again not on in Dota TV. I'm not sure if you need to toggle it.
I turned it on already just now. Okay, I think I restart. Yeah, I restarted my
Okay.
Dota. I guess it turned off.
Yeah, sometimes if you go into the menu, you have to like go back, click the little button, and then go back to the game. But I'm not
Okay.
sure. Yeah, just try
Sorry.
toggling it if you didn't already.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem. But yeah, you mentioned with Arteezy that he did go to the side lane last time, and he also did a different item build. He didn't go for his traditional bottle Aquila boots straight into Radiance. He went for a drums as well, and
Yeah.
it delayed it by a
On the
few
side
minutes,
lane.
but it also made him a lot more impactful in the laning, like or not the
On
lane
the
stage, like the
on
mid
the
game.
side lane, you can go for that, or you go for soaring. But sometimes I think soaring is.
I know
I'm not
Miracle
sure.
used to try Soul Rain occasionally.
Yeah, he likes to go. No, America does drums as well.
Yeah,
Almost
now he
all the
does
games.
drums. I think he used to do Soul Rain though.
Yeah, soaring as well, very long time. Sometimes he does soaring still. I mean, depending on situation, but most of the time he will always get a. I mean, for RTZ, he'll always get an Aquila as the first basic item. Then drums. The last game he did that. He did the Aquila plus drums with no bottle. Did he get a bottle? I can't remember. I think he didn't have a bottle.
I don't know. I don't think he had a bottle.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
that's
those
why he
three
got the
items.
drums, because he didn't go bottle. I think that's why. But yeah,
Yeah.
last pick for EG, and I feel like they're a little light on. I don't know. They have some good push.
They need like someone
They need
to
like a
start
big
fights.
team
Yeah,
fighter, yeah.
someone to fight because they have Prophet and Naga. These are two rats.
And
And
Navi
then
knows
when
that. They banned the Tide, and there's
yeah,
not much left at this point, honestly. Bats banned, Tide's banned, Pugna. All right, they're gonna take it a different direction. They say there's like really nothing good there as far as initiators go, so let's just give up on that idea
push,
and
yeah,
push the crap out of you.
this is actually very good versus. I think this is very good versus the Navi lineup for two reasons. The Pugna board is good in Skyruff and the IO, and the Decrepify can be useful, very useful against the Void and the Tony, provided you don't dig crap with the Mystic Flare together, then everything will be cool.
And they're so good at pushing Winter that on our hexagons, they've broken the hexagon, as K-Pop Toast has just pointed out. It's actually off the hexagon. They're so good at pushing that
So they are OP.
yeah, they're OP at pushing.
OP at pushing. The lanes would. I think this should be an aggressive tri lane, or
Actually,
at least a dual lane, maybe.
actually, Navi doesn't have any deep push. They need a lot of deep push with this last pick. Oh, they don't get a lot. I guess they'll try to deep push by killing heroes. That'll be their plan.
Yeah, they will never have enough deep push with Skyruff and Wisp with your lineup. The idea is just you have to. I think it was like yesterday. There was a game I talked about where there's no way this team can deep push, and with Void you just have to be at the defense when the enemy comes before they are ready. Just jump them and kill the pushers. That's gonna be their plan.
Let's see if it works. Arteezy Pugna. Uh-oh.
Clockwork can start the fight for the Void, so
Is
the
this
Void
a support
has to be.
Naga and a core Venomancer? Because Arteezy's on the Pugna right now. They might just be doing a swap, though. I'd be surprised if they play it that way.
I don't think they're gonna play it that way though, but it's not as a bad idea as
If
I
they
think
really
it
want
is.
to push, though, I guess it's better to run the Pugna as a farmer.
Yeah, and Pugna position like solo mid maybe.
Okay, it is a support Naga then. It's a Zai support Naga with the kind of the old school build where you just get the early stout shield, rush a poor man shield, and you run around tanking.
So Fear is on the Vino. Is Fear on the Vino?
Yeah, he's gonna rush up Basilius, it looks like, so he is gonna take the farm top lane. And this is a pretty good pushing tri lane. And very annoying to lane against these three heroes.
So they're changing they want to push all in. They're changing the Naga to support so they can actually push better by distributing more farm to the Vino and the Pugna. This is actually quite an interesting idea. Because Navi, like you mentioned, doesn't have much deep.
Yeah, and they especially don't have it before they get their ultimates. Before Havos gets level 6, before the clockwork. We might even see EG look to take a tower at like the 5-minute mark. But yeah.
5-minute mark, I think it might actually go down even faster
Yeah, faster
if
than
their
that.
lane goes well.
Yeah, with Liquid Fire, Nether Blast, the wards, it could be faster even. But let's...
Prophet can as well TP in. That's another thing you have to remember, that the push is always potential +1
That's
for heroes.
very true. And let's quickly run through our lineups here. On the Dire side, we've got Na'Vi trailing. Oh, the game says they're leading, but I think these admins just forgot to switch the score. EG leading 1-0. Ignore the scoreboard, guys. That is a lie. Everything there is a lie. You have Havost handling the Faceless Void. FNG on the Skywrath Mage. Vicescore playing the support Wisp. Already broke the tree line. He's ready to do the... I'm going to call it the MMY double stack just because I saw him do it first, though. I don't know if he actually was, but Dendy on the Tiny and Funnick on the Clockwork, who I believe already ran down to eat a tree somewhere. But yeah, on the Radiant side, we've got Zai on the Naga Siren, Fear handling the Venomancer for EG, Arteezy will be playing the solo mid Pugna, PPD or Jakiro, and last but not least, Universe on the safe lane Nature's Prophet.
Trying to look for the tree that he actually took away. The heck, where's the tree?
Did he eat this tree? I think that's it.
Yeah, should be that one.
Is it so you can just store more creeps this way, or?
I have no clue.
Hmm.
I think it's the same. It's the same effect as you don't. Probably something is up.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure,
something to
maybe.
keep an eye on, I feel like. Well, top lane FNG gets scaled. Oh no, this is probably going to be our first blood. Slowed down, and Zai now just tanking and right-clicking. He's too big. Havost unable to get the deny there. And they will get the first blood.
So it's gonna be dual lanes. I like the idea of the dual lanes. Like before the draft started, I was expecting like the Navi was going to do dual lanes for sure with the Io and Tiny, and EG's dual lanes. If you look at both of their dual lanes, it's much stronger. The Vino plus Naga is gonna do very well versus Skywrath and the Void, because the Void basically can't do much early on, and both of these heroes are very, very, very hard to kill early on because Vino has Gale to help it out, so it's very difficult to kill, and Skywrath is easy target to kill. As a result, he's moving all the way to bottom, knowing top lane is gonna be very, very bad for him to stay there.
Yeah, and I do like this rotation because Universe is a potential kill. If Funnick gets a range for Cogs and Battery Assault,
Yeah.
with Skywrath here, this is a counter
This
kill.
is very good positioning to kill because he cogs the creeps, and this created a double wave together, and he just needs to hide behind the tower. And this is
They don't have
kill.
concussive shot though, so they need Funnick to get enraged for Battery Assault, and well, he just throws out a single nuke, so he's revealed it. Funnick continues chase. Now they gotta go, and he will find Universe trying to pull him away from the creeps. He vacuums him into the Cogs. Now Universe is dead. Funnick should survive this one and goes down to the Battery Assault. Goes down. Okay, goes down. But PPD arrives as reinforcements. He may think about getting this courier kill. No, he's trying to kill off Funnick. Brings him low, but doesn't finish him off with the liquid fire.
Furin is tipping in.
Wants the courier, and he might get a kill too for this. The Cogs are there from Funnick, but they've also trapped in the courier and cost Funnick his life. One more right click does it. Then he goes back for the courier. Universe with the big plays. FNG now juking through the trees, but gets slowed by a long range dual breath. Now the concussive shot, a parting blow, as FNG tries to make his way out, and he will succeed.
Oh my god, that was disastrous. He actually meant to try to use the Cogs to push the Prophet away, so that he can actually protect the courier and himself. Oh dear.
But didn't happen. Going in on Havost, but Time walks his way out, and although they have a net, they couldn't get in vision for it, so he will make his way out for now. This is
all the lanes are gonna be under severe pressure. Like even Dandy is having a tough time. You know, he only has 7 CS at the moment. Pugna even has more than him at 9.
The good news, Winter, is they have begun stacking the jungle, though. So, at the very least, they'll have a bit of comeback farm there, but you do really have to worry about the way these lanes develop.
Yeah,
with the
it's
courier
very
going
worrisome.
down.
At least this ward, actually this ward actually spots the Skywrath. I thought you actually didn't see it. It saw Skywrath moving bottom, so this kill would probably not happen top lane. Orvos is getting driven out of the lane. Prophet can actually try and come top to push the tower because the Skywrath is coming to
I think
gank
they
him
got
at
him with the Prophet TP. Havost is just going to end up going down there. He had a time walk, didn't even use it.
I didn't think he would die, so I didn't actually see. Yeah, time walk.
Yeah, he didn't time walk. He just, like, tanked it. I mean,
Prophet
maybe...
can actually TP top right now because he can't really do much at bottom already.
Oh, he's not going yet. It's a big wave here for Funnick.
Yeah, top lane is a lot of... Yeah, he's going to go top now.
Alright, so EG, I mean, I said 5 minutes. Looks like it's going to be 4, so well under that mark for the first tower of the game. And they're going to have to make it up elsewhere. As Arteezy is dove a bit mid, but he's got his ward out. Dendy's going to Avatos him, can't quite finish the kill. Then Arteezy turns and looks to bring Dendy down. He will succeed. FNG also low, still alive. Arteezy decrepified himself, kept himself up fighting shape. for a few seconds longer.
Bankscore's
Bankscore
dead.
nearly dead.
He's
The liquid fire ticking him low, 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 and he pops. And
Low,
Na'Vi,
low.
they might just lose this one in 20 minutes, Winter.
Yeah, they're gonna lose a lot of towers very, very rapidly with this lineup. And if you look at, you're talking about how they were gonna deal with it was to try and fight them before they come to the tower. But how you fight if you lose all your lanes? If you lose all your lanes, everyone is too under level. They need level 6 on the Void. They need a lot of farm on the Tony to be able to fight. And oh dear, he's going for minus rush on the Tony.
Naked Midas Rush is...
Oh dear,
He doesn't even have boots or bottle.
Yeah, I worry about this decision because the towers are gonna go like at least 4 towers are gonna go down by 10 minutes at this rate.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And if they don't kill all the towers, then it's probably because they're busy killing Na'Vi instead when they try to defend.
I'm feeling like going for the Treads plus Drum build will be actually better this game because the Tony has to fight early and the Void needs to farm more because he's just too far behind after the laning phase.
Well, they will try to jump Arteezy, but the Gale connects on 2, and they're ready with reinforcements. Dendy dropping low. Bankscore also caught out in this engagement. Now FNG sprouted. It's going to be a 3 for 0 perhaps. One more nuke, one more right click. The Pugna's long-range plink secures Arteezy the double. You said 4. Winter, we're about to see it. The mid-tier 1's dropping. The mid-tier 2's probably going down, if not with this push, because Arteezy is low on mana.
This tower is gone. This tower is definitely
Do they even
gone.
go high ground and just chip at the tier 3? I think you probably go bottom next, but...
You don't have enough mana on the Prophet. No one has Arcane Boots yet. It's difficult. Oh no, Naga has Arcane Boots.
They need Chronosphere, but then they need some damage after the Chrono happens, and I'm just not seeing it right now.
Dandy's in trouble.
Dandy said, you know what, this Midas isn't happening. I'm going Treads, but even with the heal that Bankscore provides, I don't know if it's enough to keep him in fighting shape. Dropping low to this, Zai will finish him off. Now turns his attention to FNG to the south side, who riptides FNG, then begins slicing at him with that Slytherin blade. Can't finish him off yet, though. Zai somehow still alive through this. Funnick then spots him, finishes him with a rocket, and then Havos turns his attention to Fear. But Fear doesn't find that Wisp in the end, who TP's out. Havos still no Chronosphere, a few creeps short, but EG might not realize just how close he is.
They're gonna try and chip the tower, I think. With Liquid Fire? No, they just need to
I think that would be a
mana.
mistake to me. Like, they're all low, out of mana. You're about to get huge items.
They need one more Arcane Boots. Maybe the Pugna, but Pugna doesn't seem like he wants to build Arcane, so I guess they're just gonna settle for one on the Naga. I just think that to make the push even more efficient and deadly, they need one more set of Arcane Boots. For sure, they need 2 at least.
And EG are also just really close to those next... Oh boy, I should not have opened that. Just pretend you didn't see that one, guys. Although K-pop already did show the net worth. But yeah. So Mech's out. Blade Mail is coming soon. Our Ring of Akil is out. Zai, I think, working towards the pipe now with this first Ring of Regen. Although I don't really know if they need a pipe. Just some Necro books would be nice.
Pipe is not necessary, I think. They don't really do too much spell damage except for Mystic Flare, and there's a long way from Mystic Flare.
Once again, the Ice Path on Havos. Now Funnick forced to throw out the cogs to try and get out, but they've got vision of him with that sprout surrounding the cogs. And then they song. They've already got level 6 on the support Naga Siren. Setting up for the Nice Path, setting up for the Macro. No, doesn't actually have it skilled up yet, but doesn't need it either. Funnick's going to drop, and on the back line of the fight, Havos now is forced to throw his Chronosphere defensively, which means EG, the door now lies open to take this fight, and then go to Roche, or maybe even threaten high ground. FNG not getting out of this. Riptide him. And I think this might be it.
They can go high ground with this. If they want, they can chip the tower a little bit. But okay, maybe they can't. They need mana on the Vino and Jakiro.
Well, if they don't do it now, Winter, I mean, well, they want to do it now. Arteezy's got a Dagon, Decrepified Dagon. It's a built-in Ethereal Blade. He doesn't even need to wait to farm it.
Yeah, I think they just go. They can kill the Wisp instantly with that.
FNG, just look at the blast alone, nearly finishes him off. Then Havos gets caught on an Ice Path. He has Time Walk already, but he's just not using the Time Walk. Ends up dropping for that as well. Bankscore also drops, can't TP out. He's trying to TP to the fountain from his own tier 3 at 9 goddamn minutes. At GG, Na'Vi are out of WEC. They looked real good online during Starlighters group stages, but just didn't have it here in their first major LAN with the new roster since TI4.
Yeah, this was like mostly getting outsmarted by the Naga switching to support, and I mean,
and the Pugna last pick,
it made the whole strategy very powerful because Na'Vi had no deep push, and all their heroes need a lot of time, especially the Void and the Tiny, to come online, and there's no way they can defend the push.
Well,
Zero chance.
PPD once again proves that he is one of the masterminds of drafting in modern Dota, and he pulls one out of the hat. Like, they probably could have still won this game, or potentially won it with a different last pick, but that was just perfect, Winter. Couldn't have asked for a better run from EG
I
here.
mean, the last pick was good, but it's just the way they played the draft. They switched the Naga towards the supporting role and gave the farm priority to the Vino and the Pugna just because they needed to have a much deadly push.
Right,
I mean,
and I mean that was the idea with the last pick, was to make
they could
Naga
have still
support.
done Naga farming and just triple lane with Vino, Jakiro, and Pugna and still push, but
That's
I
true.
think the way of them playing this was like they totally understood that there's no way Navi could make the game last.
Well, with that, guys, Navi are out of WEC, but EG stays alive. Coming up next, we have the lower bracket round 3 match. So the winner of this game will be playing the winner of Newbie versus LGD. That best of 3 currently going on our secondary channel, twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit 2. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be back after these messages for our final 2 matches of the day.